commotion, all because of me. So take it off, break down all of our walls. Right now I wanna see it all. Oh, oh. I don't wanna cool off.
Ticket in die Ewigkeit. Gut läuft, hab ich 70 Jahre schon Zeit.